Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 7 of the Formula Renault 2.0 Sprint Series presented by S.R.O.C Racing. Some harsh penalties have been assigned to a few drivers after finishing in Daytona, but we are now here in Imola, and while the drivers are grilling up for the first race consisting out of 15 laps, you have a look at the standings. It's Nuaf on top, followed by Tigelaar and Solima in third place, so it's gonna be a doozy one. Driver's still running up, we wait the green lights, and away we will go in a few. It's a field of 16 drivers here today, so it's a big field. Alex Johnson in second place, followed by Vellinga, and we see Nuaf starting up front. Solima is starting from the pits, as we can see clearly in a few seconds. So let's get this show on the road, and we will hope the drivers will keep it clean on their way to Tamburello here in Imola. The drivers are off for the start, and it's Nuaf with a great start, as well as Alex Johnson, who is already right behind him. We can see Alex Johnson on the outside on the first turn here at Tamburello, trying something on the outside, but is too late. Van Eekhoven has a good start as well, with Tigelaar right behind him on the inside, going around them right now. They almost have contact there in the back. That's still tight as well with Nicky Decker and Dane Bird here going into Variante Villeneuve, and here we go in the field again. Let's see if we can keep everyone in sight. It's Tigelaar very close to Daniel Solo here. It's a nice start by everyone. We haven't seen any incidents as of yet, so that's a good start by everyone. The graphic will show you the differences between all drivers. And we can tell you Alex Johnson has opened the hunt for Kenzie Nuaf for the win. As I said earlier, 15 laps today, and here we go. Alex Johnson still waiting. Well, not still, we just started, but he is gonna try to make something happen fairly soon. Well, we see some movement. We see Nicholas Last getting around Nicky Decker, are trying to, at least in the downhill section, heading for Rivazza, and here we are. He goes, and oh, and we see a spin there made. Oh, and another one. Jonas Schill is spinning as well in Rivazza. Do we see any movement here up on the straight? Making a move. Here, Nicky Decker on the outside of Tamburello. Ooh, it's very close there. Good braking there by Nicky Decker. Good control there. And there's battles everywhere. Nicholas Lass has worked his way up the field. Swimmen is getting around Tigelaar on the outside. Good move here. Four drivers bunched up. I have to watch out. And away they go. Heading towards Acqua Minerali. Oh, and Eekhoven is losing it. Up the hill. Everyone's passing safely. No big crash going on. Everyone's past him. And Tigelaar with Tobias Olsen right behind him. So is Dane Bird. Dane Bird catching up with Tobias Olsen as well. He's had a slow start. Dane Bird is falling back a little bit. And let's see if Tobias Olsen, who's shown to be very fast in the GT3 League, has the same pace in the Formula Renaults. In the Alfa Romeo livery, as we can see here. P10. And there's the move on the outside of the straight, while Nicholas Last is catching up with 2 cars in front. So it looks like Jukka Suominen in battle with Dim Stiglaar. This battle's not over yet. Jukka Suominen making it hard on Dim Stiglaar. Limburg still behind Tobias Olsen. And again, it's Suominen trying something on the outside again. But with all these moves going on, they may cost a lot of time here. This time Suominen with a move on the inside, coming around Piratella. Very well done. And watch out for Salo and Nicky Decker, who are right behind him. Have to watch out they won't hit anyone. Good move there by Salo, keeping Nicky Decker behind him. Alba Notenboom is coming around as well. The chicane's coming up. Variante Alta, we should look out here. Drivers have to be safe and sound here. Oh, we see Nicky Decker very close there to Notenboom there. Oh, they're running wide, both of them, and Notenboom spinning. Notenboom spins, has the same time loss now that Eekhoven had a lap ago. Will Eekhoven pass around? Yes, he does. And so does Goran Polega. Everyone's still safe. And Dim Stiglaar right behind Jukka Suominen. And it's very close here, ladies and gentlemen. What I forgot to mention earlier, today the Formula Renault Sprint Series has initiated its fuel limit again. The fuel tanks have been emptied up to 28% of the usual fuel capacity the cars can handle. So that means we're gonna have pit stops today. Here we are in lap 4. Salo not far behind Suominen and Tigelaar. Is able to keep up the pace. Tobias Olsen also creeping up the field a little bit. Tigelaar has some trouble at the back of the pack. He's in the pits right now. And we see Nicholas Last with the spin. Has spun in the hairpin. Oh, and Suominen and Tigelaar are really duking it out here on Imola. They're doing their best to make it a show today. And Salo is going to be probably the happy third here. Oh, and Suominen runs wide. Suominen runs wide. Nicky Decker and Salo pass. Nicholas Last as well. Tobias Olsen maybe too. And let's see if Dane Bird can make it around him as well. And then Eekhoven has to make up a lot of time at the moment. Nicky Decker getting very close. Oh, it's Salo with a little spin there in the Ribata. Oh, and Nicky Decker goes wide and Salo right behind him as well. Mirror images of each other. And Suominen is taking his pit stop. Might even repair some damages while he's able. Nicholas Last with a move here on Nicky Decker. There's more speed. And in the background we see Dane Bird with a move on the outside as well. Has to hold back just a little bit here, coming around Tamburello. And here we go. Up to the Variante Villeneuve. Nicky Decker with a move on the inside, brings a lead, but holds back. Very well done. Oh, Nicholas Last spinning, hitting. Oh, it's Salo who couldn't avoid him. Nicky Decker also had some contact with Nicholas Last there. It's very unfortunate for these few drivers. A very interesting battle at that moment. Well, we see Sorima moving up past Suominen, who has resumed his race. And here we have some of the back trailers of the race. While Dane Bird has worked up his way to P8 with all the incidents in front of him and is now right behind Tobias Olsen still. Salo and Decker still resuming their race, but they will be damaged a lot, especially those front wings. Dane Bird meanwhile going wide, way too wide. Here we can see the gaps closing again. It's very interesting this time with a big field again. It's been a while. We're missing Simon Frelick today. Not able to race here at Imola today. Would probably loved this big field today. And it's Daniel Solo heading into the pits as well. It's probably for his regular pit stop. Falling back logically. And Nicholas last as well. And it's going to be interesting. Swimming with a considerable amount of damage on his car. Solo is pitting. Nicholas last as well. Who's going to have the advantage there. Gordon Plugga is entering as well. That's not bad. While Sunny passes the three drivers in pit lane. We move up ahead to Nicky Decker, who has gotten very close. In P5 right now. He's putting the pressure up onto Damon Stigelaar. Let's see if behind him is happening something. Looking good. He's found his rhythm again. Decker is trying. And Damon Stigelaar needs to keep up with the pace because Nuaf will gather more points than him this way. He will have a bigger margin on Salima, who is in P10 right now. Stigelaar with all of his trouble now in P15. Oh, and Nicholas Leijs spun in the Variante Alta, and here comes Stigelaar around him. Will he succeed? It's gonna be tight. Going into Rubazza down the hill. Nicholas Leijs outbraking Stigelaar there, but barely. Just watch out not to lock up and to put his front wing into Stigelaar's side pod there. Noteboom, meanwhile, has finished his pit stop, so it seems. He's falling back now behind these two. And Solo has passed Jonas Gilles for P10, and Nicky Decker is making it a contest behind Damon Stigelaar, and so are the top two. Alex Jansen and Kenzie Nuaf now in lap 8, making it very interesting here for the lead. Alex Jansen diving onto the inside, heading up to Variante Villeneuve, and let's see if he makes a move on the inside. No, doesn't. Puts his car back behind of Nuaf, and let's see if in Tosa and Puertella comes another move here. Not yet. Jansen still too far. And we have a back marker that's going to be Alma Noteboom making space for the two of them. And this is going to be spectacular. Here comes Puertella, the left hand corner. Medium speed corner. Going down the hill, leading to Acque Minerali. Here it is, a little kink to the right, up the hill. Ooh, we see Jansen just with a little bit of oversteer there. And Solo has also passed Salima at the moment. But we're with the top two. And also Gilles is passing Salima, who's in the pits. And we're on board with Alex Janssen following Kenzie Nuoff through Rivazza, coming up straight here, last corner to the left, and Nuoff with a little bit of spin coming up to the last straight. And the drivers are side by side on start finish. Here they are. Alex Janssen diving into the green lane there, and it's Nuoff taking the outside, coming into Tamburello. Here it comes. It's gonna be chicane left, right, leading to another chicane, and it's Nuoff with a move on the outside. Not successful. It's still Alex Janssen in the lead. Alex Janssen pulls away immediately there. Half a second. Nuoff had to pump the brakes there, coming out of Tamburello, which is completely logical. Can't go too wide there. He's not always. Varenga and Demis Tigelaar are in the pits meanwhile. And Nicky Dekker moves up to P3. And also Van Eekhoven in the pits. There's going to be a lot of changes here in positions now. Everyone's on different strategies at the moment. And Janssen is pulling away. Oh, he's running wide even. Here's Nuoff's chance now to come closer again. We see some damage on Nuoff's car on the right side there. Side pot. And a little bit of a hole there. And this is how these drivers get through the Alta Variante. And this is going to be very interesting. Both drivers need to pit. Drivers behind them meanwhile are pitting. So as long as these two guys don't lose too much time while battling it out. Van Eekhoven are in the pits as well. Because Suominen meanwhile has not come out of the pits. And Solima is in front of these two. He's going to be a lap down. Hopefully will make the two not sweat too much. And while Solima is in pursuit of Nicholas Last, who's just 2 seconds in front of him. This last also very unfortunate this race. There's a lot of incidents here coming up his way. A little bit of a rock up for Solima, but Alex Janssen and Kenzie Nuoff are right there. Let's see if the drivers can get around him. Alex Janssen does, and let's see if Nuoff can move around as well. Yes, they're safely around. There's another little train of back markers coming up their way. It's Garen Prodiga in front of them. Drivers here taking a white line coming into the Rivazza. We see Nicholas Last here making a move. Well, Alex Janssen has moved into the pits, and we see Nicholas Last with a move on Tigelaar on start finish. But Tamburello is gonna lead to the left side, so this means Tigelaar is gonna have a little advantage here over Nicholas Last, who also has a broken front wing there. And indeed, Tigelaar parks it in front of him. And Nicholas Last even hits the black bumps. That's not good. That might be the last hit his car is taken for today. And well, Solima takes a very risky move around the outside of Garen Prodiga. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Meanwhile, Kenzie Nuoff leading. Has gotten rid of Alex Janssen, who has pitted for fuel. Dane Bird heading into the pits. Nicholas Last has parked it in the pits as well. Here we have Tobias Olsen just in front of Alex Janssen. Varenga has moved up to P5, passing Bird, who's in pit lane. Tigelaar moves up his spot as well. Alex Jensen looks so much faster. And Tobias Olsen already right behind him here. Will probably make a move even before the variant Delta is coming. And Tobias Olsen defending the inside line. But I think Janssen has already moved up. Yeah, Janssen has gotten a fairly easy overtake there. Janssen has made some space available to him by Olsen. And Nuaf in the lead. Lap 12. Still hasn't pitted. Oh, and it's Elmar Notenboom having trouble. That's between Tosa and Piradela. And is resetting his car in pit lane. While we see Tobias Olsen heading into pit lane as well. Tigelaar is trying to fend off Saduma, who is 3 seconds behind him. Oh, and it's Solo with a mistake. Solo also with a mistake. It's not a mistake-free race here by the drivers here today, guys. There's a lot of drivers spinning out, having trouble controlling the cars. Damon Stigelaar back in P5, 3 seconds behind Wellinga. Oh, jumps over the curbs right as we caught him on camera. Tigelaar and Gilles switching positions. Gilles in pit lane. The orange letters will mean he's in pit lane, and that is also goes for Nuaf, while we follow Nicky Decker going down Rivazza. Nuaf still in the pit. Let's see if we can find him somewhere in pit lane. Nuaf has taken off. We see Van Eekhoven here in P13 coming around start finish. Nuaf is already on his way. Nicky Decker is in the pit, so that means that Alex Janssen has lost a lot of time with his pit. Where is Alex Janssen at the moment? It's not gonna be 30 seconds, but it's not gonna be 2 either. That means that Alex Janssen had some damages to repair probably in pit lane. And we're almost at the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. It's just 2 laps away. 3. We're looking for Wellinga, who's been put under pressure here on start finish line. Stigelaar not far behind him. Nicky Decker falls back to P4 with his pit stop. Falls right behind Damon Stigelaar. Let's see if Nicky Decker can come back. Because he's not that far behind the Wellinga as well. It's 5 seconds away in 3 laps. It's gonna be maybe a bit much. But he is gonna make it hard in Tigelaar, that's for sure. And Sonema is getting closer and closer to Tigelaar as well. Solo is getting close to Dane Bird as well. So it's gonna be tight here in the last few laps. Very exciting here. Rivazza is coming. And Nicky Decker trying to get around Damon Stigelaar in the last 2 laps of the race. Has a very good exit here coming on to start finish. The drivers will try to edge that inside line as much as possible. And here it comes, Tamburello's heading up for the drivers. Left-right combination, back to the left. Nicky Decker on the inside, coming up to Variante Villeneuve. And he's on the inside, side by side with Demis Tichelaar. With a very good move there. Demis Tichelaar trying and forcing it, running wide. Both of them running wide. And let's see who has the edge here. Nicky Decker still on the outside here in Tosa. Ooh, and Nicky Decker with a very good run off here. But there's going to be another left-hander. But Nicky Decker makes it successful. This move for P4. Demis Tichelaar falling back to P5. But Nicky Decker still pushing it, running wide still. With a rebound here from Demis Tichelaar. Both of them are pushing very hard. Here they come through Variante Alta. Fast chicane. Can run too wide or lead to a slowdown penalty. That would be crucial at this point. Meanwhile, Kenzie Nuaf has completed 14 laps, meaning he's in his last one. Oh, and Nicky Decker runs wide. Demis Tichelaar on his inside. But again, Nicky Decker with a good run off, coming off to start finish. So finish is gonna make it crucial here for P4. Nicky Decker again positioning himself on the inside. Be very close. Drivers coming here under the sign and the lights. Nicky Decker this time has the inside here in Tamburello and makes it again for P4. Drivers have switched position now on several occasions, a couple of times. Great racing. And Tobias Olsen is not far behind him. There he is. So they can't lose too much time with their battle. Meanwhile, Kenzie Nuaf, heading up start finish, will win race 1 after having some issues in Daytona. Establishes his dominance again here in Imola. Will start last in race 2. And right behind him will be Alex Johnson finishing in second. And we are awaiting Vellinga, who is going to round out the podium in his Ferrari livery. Has 5 seconds on Decker and Tichelaar, who are relatively far behind him, so that's going to be a safe finish. But Tobias Olsen hasn't given up yet. Nicky Decker makes it for P4. P5 is going to Demis Tichelaar with P6. Going to Tobias Olsen. Salo moves around Dimberg, who has probably gotten a slowdown penalty. No, he's out of fuel. He is lifting and coasting to get it out of fuel. And Tichelaar and Soliman are fighting it out here for P9. It's going to be close to the finish as well for these two. And it's the lockup from Soliman there, right behind Tichelaar. Tichelaar spins. Tichelaar with a little mistake there. And gives up his position by mistake. And the last and he spins out on start finish as well. Can he finish that race? Brother guy's coming, but can Tichelaar finish up the race? Yes, he does. He can resume it, thankfully. Still has P10 he can celebrate about. And Goran Praga will finish up in P11. Ladies and gentlemen, we will prepare for race 2. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in a bit here on Imola for the second race of tonight.